In today's ugly news, we have an update on the Rhode versus Rhode lawsuit. Another clean beauty brand gets the ASA ban, and weight loss camps that are popular amongst influencers are leading to deaths. Starting with some old news now, but I thought it was best to discuss this as I've talked about it before. So when Hailey Bieber launched Rhode, it ended up in a legal dispute with another company that had the same name. This other Rhode is a clothing and lifestyle brand that's been around since 2014, but they were originally using the name Rhode Resort. The lifestyle brand sued Hailey's beauty brand back in June of 2022. They claimed that Hailey using the name Rhode was causing all kinds of confusion for customers and messing with their business. The clothing brand even said that Hailey and her team knew about their brand all along. Apparently, Hailey's team actually tried to buy the trademark for Rhode back in 2018, but didn't get it, basically. The court didn't totally buy the clothing brand's argument, though. They wanted to stop Hailey from using the name until the case was over, but the judge was like, no. The judge was like, no. The judge felt that the clothing brand didn't really prove their case strongly enough to warrant that. Meanwhile, Hailey's legal team kind of hit back at the other Rhode. They asked the US Patent and Trademark Office to cancel some of the clothing brand's trademarks, saying that they weren't using the name Rhode properly for all the stuff that they had listed under that trademark. So fast forward to now and where we are now, and both sides have decided to call it quits by the looks of things on this whole legal battle. They've agreed to drop their claims and each pay their own costs. The exact details of the settlement are kind of hush-hush, no one really knows, but it looks like they're both going to keep doing their own thing separately, coexisting under the Rhode name. Now, the clothing brand Rhode is still teaming up with West Elm for some cool home decor by the looks of it, and Hailey's beauty brand is of course rolling out new products and planning to go global. So it seems like everyone's moving on, doing okay, focusing on their own growth and their own brand. And yeah, what's a celebrity skincare launch if they haven't stolen another brand's name from a smaller business or some kind of cultural appropriation, right? Remember that wild natural deodorant advert of a woman having sex with a bear that got banned, I think like 2 years ago? Well, Wild have had yet another ad banned for a very different reason this time. Wild just had an advert banned by the Advertising Standards Association here in the UK because, much like many other natural deodorant brands, their advert made it seem like traditional deodorants could increase the risk of breast cancer. And the ASA wasn't having any of it. Wild put out a YouTube ad back in February of 2024. The advert showed a woman with visible bruises on her chest using their deodorant. She says, as a breast cancer thriver, I'm prioritizing my health and I've decided to finally go wild. I've seen so many positive comments about how it's completely natural. The ASA thought that this could make people think that other antiperspirants, which aren't labeled as natural, are harmful in some way. And they pointed out that there's already a common myth out there that ingredients like titanium dioxide and aluminium in traditional deodorants are linked to breast cancer. Wild, on the other hand, fired back, saying it's a huge stretch to jump to that conclusion. They clarified that the woman in the advert never claimed that Wild deodorant would prevent breast cancer. But in the end, the ASA ruled that the ad couldn't air again in its current form. They told Wild to make sure they don't mislead consumers by suggesting a link between other deodorants and breast cancer unless they have solid evidence to back it up. This isn't the first time a Wild ad landed them in hot water with the ASA. Last year, actually, they had another YouTube advert banned. That one claimed that traditional deodorants caused hormonal imbalances, itchiness, and body odor. It showed a model like looking all itchy and uncomfortable before tossing aside various spray-on deodorants. I think it's naive to think that this wasn't the message that Wild were trying to portray with the breast cancer. You could have had any model say that they're prioritizing their health, but the link between the myth that aluminium-based deodorants cause cancer, breast cancer, whilst having a breast cancer survivor in the ad isn't a coincidence, in my opinion, especially as the brand have had many adverts banned before for their misleading and fear-based marketing. It's not a stretch at all. Do you know Sheer Luxe? I thought it was a shampoo brand, but it's a lifestyle and fashion magazine based here in the UK, apparently. I didn't know that. They've stirred up quite the controversy by introducing an AI fashion and lifestyle editor named Reem. This was announced to their nearly 500,000 Instagram followers, and let's just say it didn't go down very well. Pretty pretty instantly as well. SheerLuxe introduced Reem as a new member of their team, but fans were quick to hit back, raising ethical concerns about using AI for a job that's typically done by a human. People on social media were not happy, accusing SheerLuxe of taking jobs away from real writers and promoting unrealistic beauty standards at the same time, because she's stunning. One user pointed out that the move deprives human journalists of employment, which is a pretty big deal, and if you are familiar with my When Beauty Turns Ugly videos, you know how I personally feel about AI in the creative space. I don't like it. SheerLuxe tried to calm things down by saying they didn't explain properly and kind of apologized. They clarified that Reem is supposed to do what their other editors do, give fashion, beauty, and travel tips, while Reem shares outfit ideas and product suggestions on their Instagram page. No, I think people knew exactly that this is what she was created to do. I don't think people were misled in any way, but things got even messier when SheerLuxe didn't initially reveal her ethnicity. Because Reem's name has Arabic origins, people assumed she might be Middle Eastern. After backlash, SheerLuxe said that they worked with an AI creator from the Middle East to design Reem in her likeness. Not everyone was against it though. Some people thought that using AI in this way was innovative despite it being done time and time again before, and they kind of saw Reem as a brand ambassador rather than a journalist. Tech expert Dan Sordigan mentioned that this was meant to be forward thinking, but maybe it was just too ahead of its time for some people. He explained that it's not about AI replacing someone, but more about AI being a brand ambassador, which is what people thought. After the announcement, SheerLuxe did see a small drop in Instagram followers, just like a few thousand, like nothing crazy, but enough to spark a broader conversation about AI in journalism and in the creative industry. This whole situation brings up questions about the future of creative jobs and representation in our increasingly AI-driven world. It's getting a bit much. SheerLuxe's CEO, Georgia Coldridge-Cole, defended the move, saying Reem was created to experiment with AI, not to replace human staff. She assured everyone that no jobs were lost because of Reem and that all the content would still involve human input. Again, I don't think people didn't think this was going to happen, but they promised to communicate better about these kind of innovations in the future. So what do you think? You know, I don't love AI. Is Reem the future of fashion and lifestyle content, or is this a bit of a step too far? Let me know in the comments. I personally think it's like a throwback to like the old influencers we were kind of so used to seeing on like Pinterest, when Pinterest influencers were a thing. You know what I hate more than a celebrity skincare launch is lip products that are flavored to taste like a food item that isn't a sweet item. So imagine my disgust when I saw the collab between Chipotle and Wonder Skin. Chipotle and Wonder Skin have teamed up to bring us Lipotle, which they say is a guacamole-proof lip stain. Guac. And it's not as disgusting as I first thought, to be honest with you. This is a special edition lip stain, which is green when you apply it, but peels off to reveal a really nice, almost natural nude pink shade, you know, lip stains, and is available in the UK, US, and Canada. But even better, it doesn't smell or taste like Chipotle or any burrito ingredients in any way. Stephanie Perdue, VP of brand marketing at Chipotle, noticed that with all the mukbangs on social media, fans needed apparently a lip stain that won't smudge whilst eating. They teamed up with Wonder Skin to create this unique foil-inspired lip stain just in time for National Avocado Day, which was back in June, I think. I'm very late in reporting this. The lip stain will set you back about $29, about £28. Seems good. I don't know. I wanted to talk about it for some reason. Quick trigger warning here for our final story. I am going to be talking about death. Earlier this year, an influencer known as Kuei Hua tragically passed away after spending 9 months at various weight loss camps in China. She had been sharing her weight loss journey with her followers since last September, with the goal of losing 100 kilograms from her initial weight of 156 kilograms. Kuei Hua's parents confirmed the tragic death on her Douyin account, explaining that she was taken to the hospital after feeling unwell during a workout session. Since 2022, Kuei Hua had been documenting her daily life at these camps, sharing everything from her rigorous workout routines to her controversial diet with her 9,000 followers. Her videos showcase extensive cardio exercises, weightlifting, and a diet that included coarse grains, cabbages, eggs, and fruit only. All 115 videos documenting her journey have now been set to private, with only a brief statement from her family left on her account. Kuei Hua had also appeared in several promotional videos for the weight loss camps, sometimes showing significant weight loss, but also appearing distressed in some clips. She reported losing 40 kilograms at one point, though this came with an intense pressure of live streaming her workouts both day day and night, and her situation highlights the growing concerns about the safety of these weight loss programs in China, especially as obesity rates continue to rise. In recent years, obesity has become a major concern across China. According to a 2020 report on the status of nutrition and chronic disease in China, more than half of the adult population are overweight or obese, with overweight and obesity rates at 34.3% and 16.4% respectively. To combat this issue, hundreds of weight loss camps have popped up all over China. However, these camps have sparked widespread debate, mainly over their safety and effectiveness. And I'm talking about this because this isn't the first death of its kind. In 2021, a 20-year-old woman died at a weight loss camp in Harbin in northeast China. Her family alleged that the camp refused to share surveillance footage of the incident that led to her death, leading to public outcry and raising serious concerns about the transparency and accountability of these institutions, of these exercise weight loss camps. This really is heartbreaking, and it's a horrible reminder of the potential dangers associated with extreme weight loss measures, with experts saying it's crucial to prioritize health and safety over rapid results. So if you yourself or you know someone is considering a weight loss program of any kind, make sure you contact a healthcare professional, see your doctor before. There's a lot of misinformation online, a lot of scary information online. So yeah, make sure you do your research, especially when it comes to this. I feel like a lot of people don't associate death with intense exercise, but unfortunately it's more common than you think. Let me know what you thought about today's stories in the comments box down below. You can watch the rest of When Beauty Turns Ugly here, some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you over there.